just really, really, really working on me, trying to get me awake.
So she couldn't get you awake?
And I didn't want to wake up.
Why didn't you want to wake up?
And she said, I said, how come you woke me up? And she says, 'cause I have to get you ready for breakfast. I says, but I didn't want to wake up. I was in heaven. And she says, what? And I said, you heard me. I was in heaven. And I said, it was so beautiful. And it was flowers everywhere. And I said, even where they say the pearly gates are, well, what I went in, the place I went in, was not pearly gates. It was a trellis-like archway with flowers all around it. And in the center of the flowers was all pearls, where you would have seeds.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
And I said, it was the same way when you left and the same way when you went in. It was still all pretty pearls in the middle of flowers.
Wow.
And I said, all of the trees and all of the bushes had flowers. Everywhere was flowers. And I said, you know what they say about the paved gold streets?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it isn't. What it is just like when you see the diamonds shining. I said, it's just like diamonds or like gold glitter all through the streets.
Wow.
And it just sparkles all the way down.
It was beautiful.
And I said, it is just beautiful. And I said, you don't even want to walk on the street. You want to walk on the side of the road and look at the streets.
Oh, that's cool. So I remember you telling me who you saw in heaven.
Oh, and I saw Jesus. And I asked Jesus, I said, Jesus, I want to ask you a question. I said, I've done this when I've talked to you, not in person, when at night when I'm talking to you before I go to sleep. I asked you why I had this stroke and why I was in this nursing home. And you said you needed me here. Is that true? And you said, Jesus said, yes, that's why. She said, I want you to spread the word just like you've been doing. Because he says everybody loves you and they'll listen to you.
Oh, I believe that's true, Mama.
What?
I believe that's true. So who else did you see in heaven?
Well, I saw my father, which I hadn't seen since I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And he looked just like I thought he would. He looked just like he did as I remembered as a kid.
Yeah. And you were 6 years old when your daddy died?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else did you see?
Well, I saw my husband.
Yeah. And you said he was working?
He says, what are you doing here?
Oh, you did talk to him. And what did you say?
And I said, well, I don't know. I just got here.
Yeah. Who else did you see?
I saw my mother.
Yeah.
And she says, well, I knew you'd be in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
She said, because I knew you were really very spiritual in your thoughts and things.
What about your brothers and sisters?
I saw all them, too.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to really talk to them because they were always busy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they got jobs to do up there.
Oh, were they busy? Yeah. What else about it? Did you ask Jesus why? Oh, because you said Jesus said he wasn't done with you here on earth yet.
That's what he said.
So how long were you there? Do you know?
Well, couldn't have been very long because I woke up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a dream. That was what was so funny about the whole thing. It was not like a dream.
Yeah.
It was just like, why did you wake me up? I did not want to wake up because I was in heaven. And it was so beautiful. And Tabby got all upset because she couldn't get me awake.
Yeah.
And she was crying.
Aww. Yeah, I talked to the nurses and the staff, and they told me about how hard it was to wake you up. And this was a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah.
It's been longer than that now.
At least a couple weeks. So, Mom, when you saw Jesus, what did he look like?
Well, he didn't look like the pictures we see.
How did he look?
Well, he had long hair.
Yeah.
Just to the shoulders. Wasn't real long. It was kind of curled on the ends, kind of just turned up. And his hair was about the color of mine.
Yeah.
And he had blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And they just penetrate when he looked at you.
Yeah. What color was his skin?
He was kind of a